I spent a few minutes wallowing in misery. I figured I deserved at least a little self-pity, but even I knew that brooding and whining wasn't going to get me anywhere. Like Cade said, we needed to try and find another way out. So I shook my head to clear it, stood up straight, and headed off. I think I have to go to all three eventually, so let's just do them in order. Beep, 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 beep. The lounge. The lounge.
Oh, hey, Sigma.
Can I get you a seat?
Are you some kind of waitress?
What do you want?
What do you mean, what do I want? I just came here to check up on you guys. So, this is the lounge, huh? A bar, a sofa, and 3 ladies. I feel like I'm in the VIP room.
Can I get you a drink?
Better not be underage.
I turned 21 just the other day.
Oh, that's convenient. I see. Well, I guess we could probably have a drink or two then. Unfortunately, as much fun as that sounds like, I don't think it's a very good idea.
Why not?
This isn't really a good time to be getting wasted.
Really? It seems like this sort of thing is exactly what makes people want to drink in the first place.
True. Got a point.
Sigma.
I'm just kidding. Besides, I've got a headache. Drinking is probably not the best plan.
It hasn't gone away yet?
Well, it was fine for a while, but now I guess the bastard's back.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm sure if I just leave it alone, it'll go away in a bit. That's how it went before, anyway. Has this been happening to anyone else?
What? The headaches?
Uh-huh.
Now that you mention it, yeah, I did get one a bit ago. I feel fine now, though.
What about you, Luna?
You know, I think I did have a bit of a headache earlier. Not me. No headaches here. Well,
Well, what?
it's hard to explain. I just feel kind of weird. Your head feels weird? No. My body feels weird.
My body feels weird.
Like my whole body.
Ooh. Do you feel kind of numb? I think I've got the same thing. It's kind of like... Her animation does not loop very well. It stutters. That... Like when you fall asleep on top of one of your arms, and then when you wake up, that arm kind of feels like it's not really yours anymore. It's not just my arm, though. My whole body feels kind of numb and foreign.
I don't know. I guess it's kind of like that, but...
Oh, if that's what you're talking about, then yeah, I know what you mean.
Really?
It's kind of like my body isn't really mine. I'm sort of floating. Like that?
Yeah. Exactly.
Maybe it's because of the anesthetic gas.
The what now?
It might have looked like white smoke. The stuff they used when they abducted you.
Oh, yeah, right.
It seems like we were unconscious for a long time, so it must have been pretty powerful stuff.
You think this might be some kind of side effect?
Well, it could be a side effect, or it could be that it just hasn't worn off completely yet.
Whatever. That's not important. Right now we need to figure out how to get out of here.
Alright, I'll go have a look somewhere else then. You guys gonna stick around here?
Yeah. Haven't really taken a good look at everything yet.
Okay. Catch you later then. Waved goodbye and headed toward the exit. Where to next? The infirmary. Yes. Beep, beep, beep. Infirmary. Infirmary! We didn't miss much. We're on lots of repeat stuff at the moment. So, this is the infirmary, huh?
What are you doing here?
Hey, don't be an asshole. Still mad, huh?
Obviously.
Oh, come on now. You don't have to get your panties in a bunch.
She even wearing panties?
That's easy for you to say, Dio. You're sitting pretty at 5 BP. Tenmyoji and I only have 1. You do understand what that means, don't you?
That's no reason to take your anger out on people. You won't get your BP back by being a jerk to him.
What's this? You're gonna take his side? I thought you, of all people, would agree with me.
I do.
No, you don't. You don't get it. Why would you care? You've got, what, maybe 5 years left? Maybe less?
Wow,
I'm not
rude.
like you. I'm still young. I want to live a long life. There's so many things I still want to do.
Like what?
Like sew a shirt.
Well, let's see. I want to wear lots of gorgeous clothes.
Yep.
I want to eat
Haven't done
tons
that
of
yet.
delicious food and fall in love.
What an idiot.
Excuse me?
I was going to take your side, but after that load of horse shit, you're on your own.
Look. Let me try this again. I'm frustrated,
Sexually frustrated?
but there really is something important I have to do.
Which is...
Avenge my father's murder.
Oh my god, she's a superhero backstory.
That's what I have to do.
What happened to him? Could you elaborate on that?
No, I couldn't. This isn't the kind of thing I should be telling people I don't even know.
Fine. Just tell me one thing. Does your father's murder have anything to do with us being trapped
I
here?
have no idea. As to why you're here, your guess is as good as mine. But it's possible that his death is connected to my abduction.
Your animation doesn't loop very well either. Meaning...
I was on their trail. I was tracking down the people who killed him.
How close were you?
I can't say. But it's possible that I was getting close enough that they decided something had to be done with me.
Are you a detective?
Well, I wouldn't really say I'm a detective. Not a bad guess, though. Why are you guys looking at me like that?
Well, I guess... Is she not the cryogenic frozen Alice if she's talking about her dad? Her dad would have been long dead. Bummer, dude. I mean, you don't really have the detective look.
I didn't say I was a detective.
Then what are you? CIA? Fine. Well, whatever you are, you don't look like one.
That's fine. In my line of work, the less I look like what I am, the better. Better I keep him guessing.
Hey, what's the deal with you and Clover?
What's she got to do with anything?
Well, you know each other, right? I was thinking maybe you were related or worked together or something.
No. She has nothing to do with my work. She's just a friend that I met somewhere.
Where's somewhere?
In the middle of a desert.
Okay.
Yes. But that's an awfully long story.
No, it's not. You showed up in the post-credits scene. It's a short story for you.
Wait, hold on. Why am I the only person getting the 3rd degree? That doesn't seem fair to me. How about you guys give up a little personal information, too?
No.
We'll start with you, Tenmyoji. Who are you?
Just a garbage collector.
Any ties to Zero?
None.
What's your relationship with Quark? You two know each other, right?
Do I have to answer that?
Well, if you really don't want to, it's not like I can force you.
No. And I apologize, but I don't have anything to say about that subject. I mean, it's not like you told us everything either.
I see. Very well, then. Dio, it's your turn. What's your profession?
Well, you're probably gonna think I'm full of shit, but I'm a circus ringleader.
I never would have fucking guessed. A ringleader?
You're kidding.
Nope, I'm the real deal. I lead a company of about 50 people. We travel all over the world. It was my grandfather's grandfather who founded it, but my father died at a young age. I'm a 5th generation ringleader. My old man was a trapeze artist. He tried to do this quadruple flip and missed.
Oof. That's why you should have a net.
Well, I guess he wasn't really young. He was about 40. Still,
He was doing quadruple trapeze flips at 40?
he was pretty reckless for a guy that age. Always talking about how he couldn't let the kids show him up. Guess he just took it too far.
Fucking Zoomers.
I see. You lost your father, too, then.
Yeah. Shit. Guess I got a little sappy there. Anyway, point is, I don't have any damn idea how I'm connected to Zero. I got grabbed on the last night of one of our tour stops. I'd gone out to a couple bars and gotten shit-faced. On my way back to the caravan, this black van pulls up. Somebody grabs me and throws me inside. Before I can even get a look at them, they hit me with that gas and I'm out like a light. Next thing I know, I'm waking up in the AB room. Anyway, enough about me. We still haven't heard your story, Sigma. Who are you?
I told you guys the first time we met. Don't you remember? I was on my way home from school, and when I got into my car, this white gas started pouring out of everywhere.
Are you some kind of doctor?
No, I'm still working on my degree. I'm shooting for a PhD, but I'm not quite there yet.
I guess you've been working on that for quite a while, huh?
Yeah, I guess I have.
Can you think of anything that might connect you to any of this?
See? More hints that I look old as fuck. She's like, you've been working on that a while. But, Sigma, ask people what they mean, because you think you're 22. Believe me, I've thought about it, but I just keep drawing a
What
blank.
about Zero?
No
Do any
idea.
of the people here look familiar to you?
Ooh, same pose. Nice. Nope. You're all strangers. Well, I guess I can't really say for sure about Kay since I haven't seen his face. I suppose it's possible he's someone I know.
Just who is he anyway?
Until that amnesia clears up, I don't think we've got any way of knowing.
Oh, come on. You know he's full of shit.
You still don't believe him?
Of course not.
Okay, well, Kay is a bit of a mystery, but what about some of the others? Clover, for instance, what does she do?
I think she's a student. At night, she's a waitress or a bartender or something.
What about Quark? Well, I guess he probably doesn't really have a job, huh? He's still in elementary school, right? Why is that funny?
It's nothing. Just forget about it.
I will not forget about it!
Yeah, you're right. Boy his age would be in elementary school.
He's actually in college, 'cause he's a genius!
You really don't know much, do you? About Quark, I mean.
If it makes you feel better, sure.
Question mark?
Well, I know a little about Luna. I got her talking when we
She's
were in
cute.
the infirmary.
I know her that
She
much.
says she's got some sort of medical license or something.
She's a nurse?
It could mean she's a doctor.
I don't know. She didn't say. Just going by how she looks, though, I'd guess nurse.
Ugh. Fucking males.
That leaves us with Phi. She's the most mysterious to me. What does a girl like that do?
You've been around her the most,
She
Sigma.
makes witty, fucking quippy comebacks.
She told you anything?
Look, I just don't know, alright? It's just kind of there. Like, I looked at you, and some part of my brain just said, that's Sigma.
No, nothing in particular. Yeah, she's a real mystery, alright. I honestly know about as much as you do. So basically nothing. I hadn't really realized it until I said it. I'd spent hours with Phi, and yet I knew nothing about her except her name, and I only had her word that even that was the truth. Who was she, really? The more I thought about it, the more suspicious she seemed. A fake detective, a waitress, a garbage collector, an elementary school kid, a nurse, and a circus ringleader. Plus 2 total mysteries. What do we all have in common? I don't think Zero would just grab a bunch of people randomly.
There's no point to talking about this. We should just focus on getting out of here.
I agree.
I'm gonna go check on the others.
Where do you
then.
plan on going?
The crew quarters.
I see. Right. Later, bro.
I don't know if I gave you permission to call me bro. I headed out of the infirmary. Where 7 transitional screens await. Door open. Map moving. Door. Opening. Black screen. Oh, only 4 transitional screens. I overestimated.
Oh, Sigma.
Hey, no one's dead.
Perfect
That's
timing.
nice.
You were in the crew quarters before, weren't you?
Yes. Yeah, I was. Phi, Alice, and I went through all the
Did
rooms.
you find anything suspicious?
Like a secret door or something?
No. If I had, you really think I wouldn't have told you?
Anything else out of the ordinary, perhaps?
Out of the ordinary.
What's this book?
Huh? Oh, that's a book of meowt
A
cats.
meowt?
A meowt. You heard me, bitch. Oh, sorry. It's this thing that's happened to me ever since I was a kid. Whenever I start talking about cats, I start talking like one. It doesn't really mean anything, though.
Okay.
That's weird.
Deeply concerned. Deeply cute. I love this fucking expression. Oh my
So
god.
what's the cat book about?
Well, there's this quantum physics thought experiment called Schrodinger's cat. This book talks about it.
Oh, yes, I've heard about that. A cat is put in a box with a device that has a random
Fucking
chance to release a
Schrodinger's
poison which will
cat.
kill the cat. That means the
Yes.
cat is both alive and dead until someone opens the box.
Wow.
Right?
Meowby?
What?
I don't really know anything about it. I'm just telling you what Phi told
So
me.
it probably
Quark,
isn't gonna
don't
give us
make
any
fun of my
hint.
disability, you little
You're
shit.
doing it too.
Oops.
How dare you mock my disability? Well, what about you guys?
What do you mean?
You checked out the lounge with Clover and Tinmyoji, and Quark was in the infirmary with Dio and Luna. Anything suspicious there?
Well, this whole facility is pretty suspicious, but I suppose that's not what you meant. Well, the puzzles in the lounge were lunar eclipse themed.
Lunar eclipse theme.
Yes. Apparently, there's supposed to be a lunar eclipse on December 31st, 2028. All the puzzles were related to that somehow.
Isn't that this New Year's Eve?
I suppose it is. Well, I can't say I know what year or even what day it is, but Clover was saying something to that effect.
So a couple of our timelines line up at least. The 31st, huh? I'd been knocked out at dawn on the 25th, so the 31st would be 6 days after that. Lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipse. What did it have to do with any of this? Try as I might, I couldn't think of any way an eclipse could be connected to our abductions.
What about the infirmary, Quark? Did you find anything there?
Yeah, we did find something. Just one thing though.
What was it?
Dio and Luna didn't tell you?
No.
Okay, I got it right here. Just a second.
Is this the thing about Hyper 6 or whatever? Quark reached into his pocket and pulled out what appeared to be a newspaper clipping. My throat began to tighten as I read it. Yee, Radical 6 infection spreads. Cure continues to elude authorities. Radical 6 virus continues to spread across the globe like wildfire. The World Health Organization's confirmed the death toll is estimated to have passed 100,000 victims. Immediate quarantine of any affected patients is strongly advised. Is this for real?
It seems a little hard to believe.
If it really is some kind of pandemic, though, that sounds like a pretty big deal.
Yes. it
Nah,
does.
I'm sure it'll just disappear like a miracle in a couple days, right? That's what I've heard. There hasn't been anything on the news, though. This is the first time I've even heard the term Radical 6. Was that true, though? Was that really the first time I'd heard it? I couldn't shake the feeling I'd heard Radical 6 somewhere before. Yeah, you heard about it right here, in this node. And why?
If it is true, then I worry about what might be happening to the world outside. Is there a pandemic raging on the other side of these walls?
Clover's voice shattered the silence. Uh-oh. Did something bad happen?
You guys, hurry! You need to come with me.
Has something happened?
Yes, I mean, sort of. I mean, we found something.
You did?
What did you find?
Pog?
It's horrible.
Oh.
It's really scary.
Not Pog.
Oh,
Horrible.
Never mind. Just shut up and follow me. You'll understand when you see it.
Where is
It's
it?
right over here in the next room. Just follow me.
Is it dead old woman? Clover was first into the room, followed quickly by Mike and Quark. She said nothing, just pointed under the bed. The three of us crouched down and followed her finger. There it was. Oh god, it's the bomb thing that we flash back, flash forward, premonition, hallucination about it. What the hell is this?
I think it's a bomb.
Bomb? No way. Oh god.
So, thank you, Sigma. Goodbye.
Of course. It was the same bomb I'd seen in my vision. Then it hadn't been a hallucination. Had it actually been a premonition?
We need
Was
to
it
tell
a
everybody.
memory?
No, it's all right. Luna's out rounding them up. They should be here in just a few seconds.
Ding dong, just in time. Just on schedule.
See?
Where is it? Where's this bomb?
No sooner had she spoken the words than the rest of our fellow captives appeared. Luna pushed through them and pointed at the bomb.
There. You see?
The bomb wasn't there when I investigated the room, so that's new. For several long moments, we just stared in silence. Slowly, we began to eye one another. Old suspicions suddenly reawakened. It was Phi who finally broke the silence.
Doesn't look like it has a timed detonator. There must be a remote somewhere.
You're right. It'll probably use an active button or switch of some sort, not a dead man switch. If we can get it, we should be safe as long as we don't press the button.
Do not press that button! Who was the first person to find this?
Me and Luna. We found it while we were searching this room.
I thought you and Luna were in the lounge.
Well, yeah. We looked all over, but we couldn't find anything there. So we gave up on the lounge and came here.
I can confirm that. I wanted to look around the lounge some more, so I stayed back. You guys must have found it when you got here then?
Yes.
How did you know it was a bomb?
Well, I mean, I could tell just by looking at it.
Why?
Well, during my train...
Clover!
Monka? Clover's eyes widened and she clapped her hands over her mouth.
Anyway, this is definitely a bomb.
Spy training?
I guarantee it.
How do you know?
I just do, okay?
She's like a spy lady. Secret spy.
You sounded pretty sure about the switch, too. How do you know all this?
Let's just say it's an occupational hazard.
What kind of occupation do you have?
I can't tell you that.
I would have to kill you
Spare me
if
the
I told
bullshit.
you.
This isn't time for keeping secrets.
Please, just trust me. Look, I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm sure that's a bomb. And it's not just any kind of bomb. It's an antimatter bomb.
God damn it, it is black matter. What?
Wait, you mean a bomb that uses annihilation energy?
Oh, you know what that is? Anyway, yes, you're right.
That's high-tech shit.
What's
I think.
Annihilation?
Oh, shut up.
I would have thought you'd know.
Huh? Why?
Well, your name is Quark. You do know what that means, right?
Yeah, Grandpa told me about it. He said it's an elementary particle, one of the smallest bits of matter, but I don't really know anything else.
I see.
Look at that sinister face. I don't believe your ass.
Can you explain it to him, Tenmyoji?
Me?
Well, you know him best. I thought you could explain it best.
Let me think. I don't know. It's hard to think of a way to explain it in simple terms.
Bad thing go boom?
You want me to do it?
Yes, please.
Phi nodded and turned to Quark.
Okay. To begin with, we usually refer to bits of matter as particles, but there are also these things called antiparticles. For example, an electron is a particle with a negative charge. It has a sort of opposite, which is the antiparticle called the positron. It has a positive charge instead of a negative one, like the electron. So, protons have antiprotons and neutrons have antineutrons. Antimatter is a general term that covers all the antiparticles. The thing that's interesting about antimatter is that because it's the opposite of normal matter, when they collide, they both sort of cancel each other out. When they cancel each other out, though, it releases a whole bunch of energy.
Bad thing go
That
boom.
process is called annihilation. So, an antimatter bomb is a bomb that uses annihilation energy.
Holy fuck, everyone wanted to get an ellipsis in there.
Sorry. I don't really get it.
An ellipsis.
Oh. Alright.
Bad
how
thing go
about
boom.
this? You've got men and women, right? They're kind of like complete opposites. What happens when you put them together?
Pregnart?
Well, if there were, quantum men and women, then when you put them together, they disappear. Because their opposite elements cancel each other out. Like when a plus cancels out a minus, you get 0. That's annihilation.
0, you say?
But when you get annihilation, you also get...
I know! A baby!
God. Yes, a baby. A very explosive baby.
Exactly. In this case, the baby you get is the energy from the annihilation. It's not a real baby, of course, but like a baby, it's got all sorts of potential to do amazing things.
Like blow you the fuck up.
That's kind of a strange explanation.
You followed it though, right?
Yeah!
Yeah.
We are
that
all
thing
an
under the bed
explosive
isn't going to be
antimatter
making a
baby on this wondrous day.
Just how big of a... just how big of an explosion are we gonna get here?
It's pretty simple, actually. Just use Einstein's E equals mc squared. The mass lost during annihilation will be converted to energy, so...
So you would take the total mass of matter and antimatter and multiply it by the speed of light squared. That should get you the amount of energy.
For example, let's say that it has 350 milligrams of antimatter. That would mean there would also be 350 milligrams of matter, right?
So you'd have 700 milligrams total.
Yes. That means annihilation would produce roughly 63 trillion joules.
Jesus! 63 trillion joules?
That's about as much energy as the Hiroshima bomb.
What the...
Yowza.
You've got to be kidding me. But there's only 350 milligrams of stuff in there.
Well, technically it's 700 milligrams since you have the matter and the antimatter.
That's not the point. We're talking about something that weighs less than a gram, being equal to a bomb that weighed like 10,000 pounds.
Don't get so excited. I think I know what kind of bomb this is. It's probably using antihydrogen. There should only be about 25 micrograms of material in there.
Oh, that's reassuring.
That's less than 1,000th of a gram. So you'd only get about 45 billion joules of energy, right?
This is some quick fucking maths here, boys.
What does that mean?
About as much explosive power as 1 ton of TNT.
Okay, that's still pretty big.
A ton?
Yes. Well, approximately.
And how exactly should I not worry about that?
Get under something very
It's enough to
heavy.
blow up a 10-story building.
True. But it's a lot less powerful than an atomic bomb. We don't know how big this place is. If we can get far enough away from the bomb, we might have a chance of survival.
Perhaps, but how do we know this is the only bomb?
What do you mean?
Look at it carefully. It's got a number 3. Do you see it?
True.
If the bombs are numbered,
Then there could be a number 2 bomb or a number 1 bomb out there, huh?
yes. There's no way to know if this is the final bomb either. There could be a 4th, or a 5th, or...
Call me with the fucking ellipses, please!
Anyway, we can't just sit here and do nothing. We should move it. Somewhere.
Dio stepped forward and reached for the bomb.
No! Don't touch it!
Alice grabbed Dio by the wrist and jerked him away from the bed.
What the hell do you think you're doing? Have you got a death wish or something? This bomb is here because somebody planted it. Do you really think they didn't rig it to go off if some idiot tried to move it?
Well, then what the fuck are we supposed to do?
We'll just have to leave it be for now, until we can find the detonator or figure out how to turn it off.
And you're telling us we should just prance off and ignore the incredibly
I
deadly
like
bomb
prancing.
that is probably gonna kill us all?
There's not much else we can do.
Do you know how to turn it off?
Well, there is a way.
Then spill the beans, lady. How do we turn the damn thing off?
There should be an emergency deactivation password. If you enter that password, the device should, well, deactivate.
So we just need to get this password?
Yes, that's right.
But there's no keyboard or anything on the bomb.
Look again. You see it? Right here. There's a port.
This?
If we can find the password input device, we just connect it here. Then we can enter the password.